It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, you have found me on a Monday, and unexpectedly, for the first time in a long time, we're making it a Metal Monday because, friends, it is a sad day for Maiden fans around the world. Paul Di'Anno has passed away, and I wanted to make a quick switch to pay tribute to Paul and the music of Iron Maiden, especially in their early years here. So today, I'm going to go to their sophomore album, Killers, and we're going to listen to all of side one and raise a glass and pay tribute to Paul Di'Anno, as well as the rest of the members of Iron Maiden, and just enjoy some classic sounds from this band. So it's been since June, y'all, June of this year, since we last listened to music from Iron Maiden on the channel. During that time, we were going through all of the Power Slave album, one side at a time, and I very much enjoyed getting to that album. And so today, like I said, I was planning on doing a different video, but we got the word this morning that Paul had passed away, and Paul was the lead vocalist on the first two albums that Iron Maiden released. And since I've heard previously all of Iron Maiden's self-titled debut album, that's why we're going to Killers today, and I'm excited to hear all of side one with all of you. The album was released in February of 1981, and it was their first with guitarist Adrian Smith, as well as their longtime producer Martin Birch, and it was the last one that the guys did with Paul Di'Anno on vocals. Bassist Steve Harris is our songwriter here. He wrote all the songs that we're going to hear on this first side of the record, and I've got this set up to play the entire side of the album, just like we were hanging out and just putting it on the turntable and just listening to some great Iron Maiden, y'all. So let us raise a glass today. I'm still a little bit ill, y'all, so I am raising water with all of you, but let's raise a glass in honor of Iron Maiden and Paul Di'Anno. Cheers, Paul. And let's listen to some music. We've got Paul on vocals, Dave Murray and Adrian Smith are on the guitars, Steve Harris is on the bass, and Clive Burr is on the drums. They start off the album with The Ides of March, which is an instrumental. I don't think I've heard any of this album, y'all. It's amazing. I've got almost 36 videos dedicated to music by Iron Maiden, more than any band here on the channel. It's where we started, and I've loved getting to know this band's music over the years, but I don't think I've heard anything from this album. So let's have a good time. First time listen for me. Let's start off Killers side one with The Ides of March. Off we go. All right. Right into it. A straightforward riff, big time drums. 2, 3, 1, E minor, potato. All right. Well, if you're going to do a song called The Ides of March, you better have a march in there. That's lay far. So it's an E, goes up to G, goes up to C, down to A, down to D, then up to F sharp. It's a pretty long riff, which I think is why Steve just left it as a instrumental opening. segues directly into Wrathchild. Right. Same key, E minor. My mother was a queen, my dad I've never seen. So his dad abandons him as an infant. Until I find him, I'm never going to stop searching. He is seeking revenge as soon as he finds him. Cool. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Sounds great, y'all. Cool. So now the riff's based on B. Went to the 5. Up by step. Up to the D. That was slick. Using that riff to get back to E. Lay to soul up to do. It's coming to get us. Boy, that's a great riff. Rock and roll, y'all. It's a great way to start an album. Those two songs. Up next is Murders in the Rue Morgue. It's based on an Edgar Allan Poe story of the same name, but I'm unfamiliar with it. And I love this change of pace here. It's nice. All right. That's me. Fa, sol. If it's in a major key. So it goes to the minor key. Okay. Right. Not like the intro at all. Leave before the killers go free. That's la, te, go. La, te, go. So it's Dorian mode here. Nice. Am I ever gonna be free? It's from the perspective of this detective. I don't know what the detective did wrong. Rock and roll, y'all. This is so good. Any day they'll be looking for me because I know I show the signs. Is he the one that did it? I haven't read the story, y'all. Just driving metal music, y'all. Great guitar solos in tandem. I love this. Great vocal. I love the sound of this album so far, y'all. As I recall, based on the very first album, I think it sounds better, the production's better. Okay. This is Another Life. And it just doesn't let up, does it? That's subtonic. After one. I think they're in A now. Wow. Got some great riffs to end these sections. Really great stuff. And it's the same words. Yeah, same words as before. Wow. So he's got voices in his head. The subject is mental health issues, I think. And he's thinking about suicide, I think. Where did they move to? That's a minor third. Then a half step. So that sounds like do, may. Ray, May, Ray, Well, they got back to where they were, which is A. Screaming guitars. And it's the same words again. It's just one verse. that we get 3 times. I think they landed on flat 2. They did. And went to flat 2, then landed back on that A. Now, side 1 starts or continues with Genas Khan, but in the playlist, they're doing Purgatory with Genas Khan. So that's what I'm listening to. This is from Iron Maiden's actual playlist for this album. I'm not mad at it. Flat 6, flat 7, 1. So they go back to B. Unrelenting, screaming guitars. Come on, Calgon. Take this away. That's flat 6 to flat 7 to 1 in D. Then they go back to B minor. They move a third away. Something's clutching at my head. Through the darkness I'll be led. They're talking about Purgatory, y'all. That place between heaven and hell, where you are awaiting judgment. Voice sounds great, by the way. I think it works really well for the type of songs that Steve is writing at this point in the band's career. Okay. Then I think it goes right into Genas Khan, which is an instrumental. All right. I mean, the first instrumental we got referenced the Roman Empire, and this one's referencing the Mongol Empire. And I guess that feeds into the overall theme of control, of death, of conflict, of destruction. unbelievable intensity, especially with these great headphones. Everything sounds so clean. And again, well produced. I'm loving it. It went up a step. So that's E minor. Down to the 4, back to the 6, then back to 1. Right. Okay. I think we're into the last one. Innocent Exile. They went down to D. And I think we're continuing with the same narrator from Murders in the Rue Morgue. Soul, and back. On the 5, and it stays there. Yeah, they say I killed a woman, they know it's not true. So he's a suspect in these murders. But I don't think he did it. Or at least that's what he's telling us. Check out Steve's bass sound. I'm loving this album, y'all. I don't think it has any huge hits off of it, but boy, it's a cohesive side of metal music, isn't it? running. He is running. Running, he says. And that is the end of side one, y'all. Holy shit. That was great, wasn't it? I'm telling you, I had high expectations, but that exceeded what I was expecting to hear. It's been a while since I heard the very first album with Paul on vocals. My recollection is that this sounds better. The production quality is better. The band itself sounds better. And I think it's because, who is it? Martin Birch, who would go on to be their producer for many albums after this. This is the first time that they're working with him. And at least upon a first listen, it's made a difference. It really has. So like I said, y'all, as I look at the album's track list here, it says the Ides of March instrumental, and then into Wrathchild, which we heard. Great stuff, right? Then Murders in the Rue Morgue, based on the Edgar Allan Poe story. And then Another Life, and then it says Genghis Khan instrumental, but they put Purgatory in front of it in their actual YouTube playlist. I'm using the Iron Maiden YouTube playlist to do this, y'all. And it threw me for a loop when I looked at it, because I'm like, I see Purgatory listed on side 2, not side 1. And it tells me that Purgatory was a single that they released from this album, the second single from this album, and it was their last single to be released with Paul singing. And that's interesting that they put it in there. As I look at a different edition, the North American edition, they've got a song called Prodigal Son included on side 2, which I don't see on the original. There it is. It is on the original one. Huh, what is different? It's Twilight Zone. What is Twilight Zone? So they've got extra tracks, it looks like here, and I don't know what the playlist is that they're pulling from. I just went to Iron Maiden's official playlist for Killers and put it on and told it to go through side 1, and that's what it did. So that's why we ended up with that song there. I'm not mad at it, y'all. It's just something that I find interesting as I go through here. I just note it as I am able to. Well, I think that was time well spent, friends. It's been too long. Sorry, Iron Maiden fans. I didn't mean to leave you hanging out to dry there for so long. It's been since June since we listened to their music, and it's October now. But yeah, the news of Paul's passing today, the news started spreading on our Patreon and Discord this morning, and I was getting ready to do a different album, and then our power got cut. Not cut, but we had a power outage for a few hours, which caused me a pretty heavy delay today, which is why I'm not releasing this at our normal time of 4:30 and just dropping it as soon as I get it done today. But I wanted to jump on this to not only read in more and spend some time with Paul and his singing, but just to get back to Iron Maiden in general. So we've heard from Paul Di'Anno's representation on behalf of his family today about his death. And as of now, yet today, there has not been a published cause of death. It does appear, though, that he has been struggling with health issues in recent years that has restricted him to when he does perform, when he has performed, he's done so in a wheelchair. And it looks like he was continuing to perform as much as he was able to. And sadly, yeah, he passed away today. I'll be curious in the coming days and weeks to learn more about the circumstances of his passing. I'll leave you with a quote that he gave to Metal Hammer in 2022, he was talking about his dismissal from Iron Maiden back in the day. And he says that he doesn't have any blame to lodge against the guys in Iron Maiden for dismissing him from the band. Quote, "I wish I'd been able to contribute more. And after a while, that got me down. In the end, I could not give 100% to Maiden anymore. And it wasn't fair to the band, the fans, or to myself." And so, yeah, it sounds like he was struggling with addiction, especially with alcoholism, and I'm not sure with what else at the time. And it was causing his performances to be uneven, and his behavior to be, that which they could not continue to count on. So sadly, they let him go from the band. We ended up getting Bruce Dickinson, which is pretty damn great, if you ask me, y'all. But I really have enjoyed going back and hearing Paul's singing from this early, time in the band here on Killers. What an album. It's a killer album, right? I wasn't sure what to expect from this because I don't, if this album had a bunch of really killer singles, I probably would have got to them already, but I haven't. So I think it's just right that we were able to listen to this today. Soon I will get to the second side of this album and complete this album long listen. But I think I'm going to stop there today and simply say thank you, Iron Maiden fans, for tuning in and for raising your glasses with me to Paul and the guys in the band and remembering his output, Paul's output with Iron Maiden. We'll get back to more from this album, I think, in a few weeks, y'all. But for now, I believe that is all for me today. An unplanned video for this Maiden Metal Monday, and it's under sad circumstances, but I'm happy to have been able to spend some time focusing on Paul and his memory in Iron Maiden. So thanks to all of you for being with me today. I'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.